So the first thing whenever you're doing reorder paragraph is you look for independent sentence. Okay, that's the first job. So whatever you do is find the independent sentence. Now remember, independent sentence won't have any dependent figures. So for example, it will not have a connector. So connectors are discourse markers like moreover, however, or anything that starts with a comma at the beginning.
Anything that starts with the comma in the beginning.
Comma, like, you know, whenever it's a like connector. So moreover,
Connectors.
however, and then a comma. So they will not start with those because those are connectors. They're connecting it to another sentence. So connectors can't be an independent sentence. Okay?
Yeah.
The other thing is that sentence should not be specific. Like it shouldn't provide very specific information, and it will not have pronouns like he is this, this, that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, if there is he, she, then look for, like, suppose for example, if I say he is teaching reorder paragraph, that sentence cannot be your first sentence because question is who's teaching reorder? We don't know. But in the same sentence, suppose it says he's teaching reorder paragraph and students know him as Obee, for example, then that reference is given. So obviously that can be an independent sentence.
Okay.
So let's go through the first one over here. Let's see. So England's most selective universities must do more to attract teenagers from disadvantaged backgrounds if they want to charge higher tuition fees. The country's fair access watchdog has warned. Okay, all right. Such defenses from the country. Now see, do you see the sentence as such defenses? The second sentence.
Yeah.
So the question is that because that such is a pronoun, right? So that cannot be your first sentence. So the question is what defenses?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll try and find that connection. So such differences from the country's most elite universities do not hold water. Okay, and do you see it says Prof. Ebdon?
Yeah, Professor Ebdon.
Exactly. So now, whenever you see a partial name versus a full name, where is the full name for this given?
Full name in the bottom, the last one, Professor.
That means this one must come before the other two sentences.
Other two sentences.
Yeah, this one and then that one. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you see? So that means that my first sentence, which one is my first sentence? So all four, look at the fours and tell me which one do you think is the first sentence?
Totally the middle two is not the first sentence for sure.
Yeah. And if I start with that, Professor less done.
I think England's most selective university is first.
That's general, right? Yep.
Yeah.
So pull that on the over there.
Yeah. And the Professor less done will be the second.
Yeah. Of Fair Faces Access Higher Education has said universities can no longer make excuses about the number of
students that is on.
Okay. Now look at that second one. Okay, in a statement issued yesterday. So what did the statement issue? Dismissed argument from the country's most selective universities, right?
I think senior statement should come then, and such defenses in the last.
Now do you see that such defenses? So question is what defenses? So did you see the university said that which claim that young people from poorer backgrounds generally secured worse grades?
Yeah.
So that's the defense.
That's the defense. Yeah.
So that's it. That's your pair. So
yeah.
Your statement should come first.
Yeah.
Then that sentence. Okay, and this is what I want you to do whenever you're doing your paragraph. Okay.
Yeah.
Submit. Go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one I want you to try on your own, and then I'll give you feedback. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right, just give me a second. Yeah, so you got the first two sentences correct. Third one was wrong, correct. Okay. So between 5 and 4. Okay, now do you see in number 4, in doing? So question is in doing. So what are they doing? Do you see in doing? That's a connector, right?
Yeah.
So do you see scientists and writers alike constructed fantastical tales in which fictional characters join and so on. So in doing, they discovered that these, and look, when they said they discover, so question is who discovered? Because in the other sentence, if you connect this with the fifth one says descriptions of these planets' bodies are terrestrial. 17, there's no mention of they, is it? Like in when I look at 4, it says in doing they discover. So who discovered? The scientists and the writers, right? So 3 and 4 should be connected.
3 and 4.
Made sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so keep an eye on the pronoun. So whenever they say they, that must mean that it is talking about someone right before that sentence. So this they is referring to someone, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay. So for example, suppose you and I are talking about reorder paragraph and we are trying to figure out strategies for reorder paragraph, right? So, and someone is looking at us and they're saying that, okay, Obee and Jay were discussing about reorder paragraph. And in doing so, they practiced a lot of this, right? Now, when I said, when the sentence is saying this they is referring to whom? You and me, right? Okay, so just remember that whenever they mention a pronoun, it's being referenced. Okay, so find that reference first. Okay, but if I put 4 after 5, in 5, are they talking about anyone in there? They're talking about bodies of planetary
planets. I thought they're talking about these planets, and I gave.
Yeah, but that's true, but that is coming later because in the other sentence they're mentioning about someone, right? So that means that connection is direct, and then the fifth sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go to the next one.